By Dr. Raymond Taylor. Here is the awkward truth. Most scholars do not miss the Mandaean current in John because the evidence is thin. They miss it because a river prophet does not sell cathedrals or careers. Admit that John is soaked in the language of flowing water and dawn light, and you no longer have a lone universal savior who breaks the rules of nature. You have a river Baptist with a crown of myrtle who talks like a priest of the current. That is not the stuff of stained glass. That is the stuff of wet sandals. Follow the money and the myth. Jewish messianic packaging pays. It fits classrooms, commentaries, pews, and tenure committees. A Mandaean Jesus does not need a miracle budget. He needs a river and a prayer. He is one of many, a working priest of living water whose words still echo at sunrise in communities that did not die. That version does not centralize power. It decentralizes it back into the current. No empire wants that. The text is not hiding. It is the readers who look away. Born from above through water and spirit, living water springing up to life without end, light that rises over the world, feet washed, linen wrapped, basin filled, pool stirred, side opened, and water flowing. These are not stray symbols, they are ritual fingerprints. They match what the Mandaeans actually do and have done for centuries. 3 immersions at dawn, bread dipped in water for the morning meal. Charcoal smoke after the wash to seal the rite. The gospel reads like a river manual that was dressed for synagogue and empire. Say this plainly, and the pushback arrives on schedule. You must be romanticizing a fringe group. You must be confusing metaphor with practice. You must not know the Greek. Fine. Read the Aramaic prayers the priests still recite. Read the rite Ginza on living water and the pearl of life that rises. Read the prayer book on the name that protects the initiate and joins many souls as one. Then listen to John again. The cadence is the same. This is not secret knowledge. It is ignored knowledge. Why the refusal? Because if John is a baptismal book, then the headline miracle is motion, not magic. The authority is the river, not the court. And if the river is the authority, then the whole economy of belief changes. You do not need an altar and a host. You need a bank of the Yardna and a priest who still remembers the name. That is a problem for systems that prefer their truth in real estate and print runs. There is also the language issue. Many brilliant scholars never learn to hear Aramaic river talk. They can parse a Greek participle at speed, but they have never stood by a current at dawn and listened to a priest chant the name that is not written. So they translate the living current into safe metaphors and call it theology. They defend the wig and the nails because the wig fits lecture halls and the nails fit creeds. Career first, truth second. The literary evidence is everywhere. Cana and its jars that belong to purification. The Samaritan well that is not a figure of speech but a living spring. Bethesda, where the water moves and the man rises with the formula of release. The washing of feet that is consecration, not humility theater. The blood and water that flow together as the final sign that the current is the real protagonist of the book. Breakfast on the shore with coals, fish, and silence, which is the morning meal after immersion. And the beloved disciple who remains, anonymous and permanent because the witness is not a face. The witness is the right. None of this diminishes the power of the gospel. It restores it. A faith that forgot its river becomes brittle and loud. A faith that finds its river again becomes alive and quiet. The Mandaean reading does not make Jesus ordinary. It makes him intelligible. It places him where the text puts him on the bank at dawn, calling people back into the flow that never ends. Dig here and the tidy scaffolds begin to creak. If the center of John is living water, then the center of salvation is participation, not paperwork. If the name protects, then control cannot. If unity means merged in light, as in John 17, then hierarchy is a costume change. And if the river still runs in Iraq and Iran and in scattered places where priests keep the old prayers, then the gospel is not a closed case. It is a standing invitation. The truth is wet. Scholars who love the text should stop keeping their shoes dry. Walk into the current. Learn the prayers. Let the vocabulary of light and motion teach the grammar of John from inside the water. The pearl is still talking. The river is still thinking. The dawn has never once missed its cue. Admitting this will not ruin the gospel. It will rescue it. Veritas lux mea.
Veritas lux mea.